Good afternoon, Hit Nation. It's the day of the game against the Hornets at Charlotte. And I'm just here to basically say a couple of things. First of all, our thoughts and prayers, whatever it is that you have, good wishes, whatever it is that you can do to send to our friends in Asia, specifically there in the Philippines. They're going through some issues with typhoons and bad weather. And obviously, for everything in this case, right, RAF is doing fine, but, internet outages, energy outages, all the things that we deal here in Florida with hurricanes and all other parts of a lot of other parts of the countries, our friends in the Philippines deal with as well and are dealing with right now. So this is the reason why, though I made a video the day after the game, the embarrassing loss against Orlando. I didn't post it because Raf is my content editor and he said, no, go ahead, post it the way it is. I said, nah, without your editing, it's just not worth it. Anyway, we had agreed that we're going to do more segments in terms of 5 games, right? After bulks of 5 games. So a couple of things, right? Of course, we have, I have a couple of picks for tonight. Before we get into my predictions about the game against the Hornets. There are 3 promotions right now for Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, and Chris Paul on PrizePicks. I'm sure that other websites and apps have different promotions, but in this case for PrizePicks, those are the promotions. So I always recommend, choose one of those. And the other line that I chose, for example, was I think we have James Harden at about 26 points or 25.5 points, 24.5 points. I would go under. And Suggs at over or under 10 points, I would go, of course, over. Those are 2 suggestions of 2 picks that I chose, plus the discounted. You can always build, it's almost a guaranteed win if you kind of feel sure about one player. You put one discount on one player, play 5, get 15, play 10, get 30, and so on and so forth. Of course, be wary of the goblins, right? Those green little creatures, because I don't think you can put one with a discount. But if you can't put one with a discount, it's going to fetch you less than 15. So if you put 5, it's probably going to be about $11, something like that. As for the Hornets against Miami, well, the Hornets have lost 17 out of their last 21 home games after a back-to-back, and they are the back-to-back. That's number one. So number one, they're tired. Number two, we come from a very embarrassing home loss. So we hope that we have more energy so that we can actually execute better the defense that we've been, always famous for. So hopefully we can get a lot better on defense, and hopefully we can break the 100 point mark. Hopefully our offense also works well. There's not much to worry in terms of Hornets defense compared to, for example, face against Orlando. That's true. And by the way, I don't think that we lost the game in the second half. I think that we lost the game in the first half exactly because of our defense. Our defense being mediocre has allowed us not to be ahead on the first half, and then the second half they kind of just bulldozed us. Which I think if we had a little bit more fat, maybe would have been able to fight a little bit more throughout the game, especially now. Regardless, now for this game, of course, we don't have Khalil Ware. He's out with sickness. Kevin Love is out for personal reasons. I hope everything's all right with him. Again, we saw what happened with Jimmy last season. A lot of people accusing him of just slacking off when he had actually lost his father. So hopefully everything's okay. So that's not the case. Hopefully it's just another baby. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't follow the players' personal lives. And Jay Richardson is actually showing up as questionable, so I don't think he's going to play this game, but he's close to coming back. It says like a heel injury or something or some BS like that. I don't believe in those injury reports. He's obviously still recovering from his shoulder. If now recovering from his shoulder now has a heel injury, then I don't even want to think about it. And the main point is that we really don't have a backup center because we don't really have Weir and we don't really have Love. So there is no complaints about Weir not playing this game. And I don't think that there's going to be a change in lineup or lineup rotation. I don't think Alec Burks is going to come as a 6-man out or even as a 7-man out, like just like last time. It's probably going to be someone who sub in for Jovic, right? Again, right? Spo limits Jovic's minutes, but also Jovic had 3 fouls early last game. So I don't know if I can blame Spo on that one. I just hope that Spo is not as stubborn as has been known for. And another thing that I hope for is, faster pace, getting our shots quicker up in the air, because the truth is that what's been happening is that, again, right, that extra step, that extra dribble, that extra pass, those are all things that go against us. I don't I'm not talking about fast-paced the whole game because I don't think that's possible, but certainly fast-paced on stretches against Orlando. Those were the most effective in the first half. Again, right, having Terry Rozier as your first scoring option is no good. So hopefully Butler shows up. Hopefully Bam shows up. Both on the defense and offensive ends, but especially in the offensive ends when it comes to Butler. And I think also to Bam. And again, we were, I think, 11 for 34 threes. Hopefully we improve that percentage this game against the Hornets. The Hornets also shoot the three well. I suspect that's going to be a lot of their go-to on a back-to-back night. And hopefully Jimmy Butler finds his place on a stretch five, not being a great three-point shooter, as a good people in 5 Reasons Sports analyze. So again, right, Miami Heat normally wins those away games after a home loss, especially being the favorites, right? This is what I read on Sports Analytics. I don't remember which of the places because I read a bunch of things, but that stat of 17 lost games hopefully grows to 18 lost games in 22. 17 of 21 lost games by the Hornets on a back-to-back at home. So hopefully we can continue that trend and grow that trend of losses against of the Hornets against us. In any case, all the best for our friends in the Philippines again, and let's go Heat!